Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Baby Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's get started with the eyes. I'm going to start with a circle for the left eye, starting from the top, come around to the bottom, and then back up to the top. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to leave quite a big gap in the middle here. We're going to draw the same size circle on the right side, starting from the top, curve around to the bottom, and then back up to the top. Let's add a little highlight circle at the top left area. So a smaller circle right up here, starting again from the top, circle around. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Again, starting from the top, and circling all the way around. Let's color the eyes in black. Color the eye in right black. Let's draw a little curve on the inside edge of each eye. So from here, we're going to curve up and over towards the left. Curving into the inside edge of the eye. We'll do the same thing on the right side. From here, I'm going to layer a mouth in underneath the eyes. So from the left side, we're going to curve down and over towards the right. On the ends of the mouth, we're just going to draw a little bracket, just to finish off the corners of the mouth. From here, let's draw on the sides of the head coming down towards the chin. So just beside the left eye, we're going to curve down. It's almost like a half circle. Curving down towards the chin. Now I want to bring this back up on the right side. I want to try to keep that same gap distance between the side of the head and the eye. From the sides, we want to go straight up and then just bend them outwards as we get towards the top. So on the left side, we'll go up and then bend it outwards. On the right, we'll go straight up and then bend it out towards the right. Let's start layering in some of the broken edges of the bark on the top of the head. So from the left side, we're just going to curve it back inwards. Curve like this. Now we're going to overlap that with a curve going a little bit higher. So down here, I'm going to overlap it and go up. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to go back and forth from left to right just to make sure we're balancing this out. So on the tip, we'll curve in and down. We're going to overlap this line with a curve going up. From here, let's do the same thing. So we're going to curve back in towards the middle. Now we're going to overlap this again. So we're going to step down, curve up. So this point is a lot higher than the one on the end here. Let's do the same thing on the right. Just overlapping that. Now from these 2 points, we're going to come down towards the center point here. So from the left side, just curve down, and we'll curve up towards the right. From the center point here, I just want to pull a straight line down just to show a little bit of a crack in the wood. Let's add some thickness to the broken edges. So from this corner here on the left, I just want to angle upwards with a short line. I'm going to curve this down, just follow that same curve in behind like that. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So angling up and then curving down. Do the same thing for this side. So from here, we're going to angle in and then curve it down. On this side, we'll do the same. So angling up and curving it back. For the center here, we want to show the center piece here. So in the middle, I'm just going to draw a short little line going up. On the left side, we'll angle in and up. On the right, we'll angle in and up. We're just going to connect those 3 points with a curve coming down, then up on the right. Let's add a few cracks around the face. So just above the eye, I'm just going to pull a line up. Down here, we'll just curve down. And you can add these pretty much anywhere you like. I'm just going to add a bunch along the bottom of the chin here. So curving up. And you can space them out randomly. They don't have to be evenly spaced out. Put some closer together, some further apart. I'll add a couple down here. So this one I'm going to make an open crack. So from here we're going to come down and just bend it out like that. We'll do the same on the opposite side. Now we're going to go outwards in the opposite direction and in. We'll color that in black. Let's add a little crack line right here. So just a straight line like that. On the ends of these points, we're going to add some leaves. So from this point on the left, we're going to curve up like that. We're going to do the opposite to create one leaf. We're going to angle one outwards this way. So from the tip, we'll curve out and then bend it back the opposite direction. We're going to continue this all along the top. And you can make some of them bigger than others. You can make some of them really tiny. So I'm going to put a little small one right here. Let's add a big one on the top. And add a small one right beside it. And a few more. Around. Add one in the back here. And then finally on the end, one coming down. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the body. So down here, I'm going to just draw the front edge of the pot first. So just around here, I'm going to draw a curve from left to right, just curving across. Now I can tuck the body in behind here. And this is a series of roots that sort of spin and sort of tangled up in towards the pot. So right up here, I'm going to start underneath the chin and curve inwards. On the side here, I want to show some of the roots coming around this way. So right here, I'm going to taper down. And stepping down again, I'm going to do another curve coming down like that. Let's continue this curve here. So I'm going to thicken up this root by just following it all the way from the chin down to the pot. Up here, underneath the chin, I'm just going to taper it in. So it looks almost like it's folding on itself. Up here, I'm going to curve over towards the right again. Underneath the chin, I'll curve this down. And we'll do one more. So up here, I'm going to curve down towards the pot. Now up here on this side, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. Curving underneath like that. On the side here, I'm just going to thicken up with one little curve like that. Let's draw on the rest of the pot. So I want to show that the pot sort of wraps around the root. So right from here, I'm going to curve in behind the root. On the right, I'll do the same thing. We're going to color those inside areas in black. From here, I want to draw in the top edge of the pot. So what I want to do is I'm just trace around this curve on the outside. Starting from the left side here, I'm going to go out. We're going to curve around the front. And now we want to pull this to the back. Like that. Let's draw on the sides of the pot. So from these ends here, we're just going to angle inwards and down. Down with an angle on both sides. Making sure they're at the same height, and we're going to finish this off at the bottom with a curve connecting those two lines. I'm going to cross like that. Let's draw in some arms. So on this side, I'm going to start with the arm in a fist. So just down here, I'm going to curve the inside part of the arm. Let's draw on the thumb. I'm going to draw a little half circle going around like that. At the edge of the thumb here, I'm going to draw a little bracket. At the bottom of this thumb, I'm going to swirl around for the first finger. We're going to do a little overlap. So right here, we're going to swirl around again. And then finally, for the third finger, we're going to pull this all the way up underneath the chin. So curving up like that. Let's add some root lines in this arm. So from this wrist line, I want to curve up. And just tuck that in underneath the body. Over here, I'm just going to add a little separation curve. From these ends of the fingers here, I'm going to curve and tuck this in underneath this line. So just continuing that curve all the way around like that. And at the end here, I'm just going to overlap a curve like that. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting at the same height, I'm going to curve down towards the thumb. I'm going to round out the thumb. Add a little bracket. Now at the end of the thumb here at the bottom, we're just going to swirl around the bracket for the first finger. We'll do an overlap for the second finger. And then the third, we want to pull this in underneath the chin. So curving up and underneath. From the wrist line, we're going to add those little root lines. So from here, we're going to curve up underneath the body. We'll add another separation right there. And then again, from the ends of the fingers, we're just going to extend them out and then tuck them in underneath. Going across like that. Up here, we'll just do a little separation across. We'll add a few little leaves on the arms, just like we did with the head. Right here on the side of the arm, and then go up. And then in the opposite direction, we'll add another leaf. Right here. Let's add one single leaf on the side here. Two curves. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Baby Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you subscribe and check out our movie characters playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.